guys, it is cycle day 12, which is crazy. It's Tuesday night and I'm eating a baby orange instead of ice cream, which is good because all I want is sugar right now, but I've done a really good job of not giving in to that craving, and it is hard. So I got home from work and Hannah was like crazy girl. She like had a full-on meltdown as soon as I walked in the door, and then she went and had a bath. Grandma gave her a bath, and she did some like playing alone time, and she wanted Chris to put her down. So like I really got to play with Hannah today, and it sucks because like Saturday, Saturday we went to Gymboree and we played and we had a really fun day. And Sunday we baked cookies because Chris's boss and his boss's boss and his boss's boss's boss came into the store on Monday, and so I wanted to make sure that there were lots of treats for the morning crew, so because they usually perform better when there's treats, and I know that there's a lot of stuff to get done. So anyways, so Hannah and I baked for Chris on Sunday, and it was really fun. And I have to figure out how to get Hannah more involved in like baking, because baking is kind of a precise thing. She can't like chop anything. She's too young to measure. All she really wanted to do was like eat the batter and the chocolate kisses. We were making those peanut butter cookies, and then you squish a Hershey's Kiss in the top. And by the time it was time to like unwrap the Hershey's Kisses, she wasn't interested anymore. So it was kind of a failure, but it was a cute little moment while she was standing next to me. Anyway. And then on Monday, we went to Gymboree again. We had a play date. Like, her and I spent all this time together in this weekend. And then today I spent all day at work, and then I came home and she like didn't want anything to do with me. And so it's just kind of such a stark difference between the work week and the weekend. So I don't know, I guess she got her fill of me. So that kind of hurt my little mommy ego, but that is beside the point. I haven't really noticed that many symptoms. I do have, let's see, I am starting to break out just a little bit. I have a couple things, and they're always like right along my jawline. And I think it's because at work when I get stressed out, I'm like, oh God, I don't know. So I think it's all my fault. It's not very much, it's not really like a hormone breakout, I don't think. I've been sleeping really well. I have felt pretty even-keeled as far as hormones and stuff go. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm just kind of shocked that it's cycle day 12. I took an OPK this morning. I did that thing where like my alarm went off and Chris was like, you gotta get up. And the dogs were freaking out and they wanted to go outside. And I stood up and I walked down the hall and I turned on the kitchen light, and I was just like, forgot to take my temperature. I just suck at taking my temperature. I used to be so good at it when I was trying to conceive Hannah, and it's just, I have the thermometer right next to the bed and I just forget about it all the time. So annoying. Out of 12 mornings this cycle, I have taken it once, and it was like 98.5. It was pretty high. So I don't know what was up with that. So I didn't take my temperature this morning, such a noob, but I did take an OPK, and it had a very, very faint second line, so that's good. It means that there's some luteinizing hormone in my system somewhere, but obviously it didn't look like it was anywhere near positive. Tomorrow is going to be cycle day 13, and I'm just going to go ahead and call the clinic and schedule the scan for Thursday afternoon, maybe Friday morning. I'm hoping to do it Thursday afternoon. If I could get it right around like 2, 3 o'clock, that'd be awesome. I would just take the afternoon off of work, go to the ultrasound, and then go home. And I think that there's like I think on Thursdays, Gymboree has like a late open gym. It's kind of like working parent friendly. So we could all meet up at Gymboree, and Chris and Hannah and I could hang out and play together. That would be really fun. So I'm hoping I can get the ultrasound scheduled for Thursday afternoon. I think that'd be the best fit. And hopefully there's something there, and I guess if there is not anything there, then I'll run it off. I don't know. I haven't felt that much like ovarian tingling today, but I definitely did feel a little bit yesterday, cycle day 11, and a lot on cycle day 10. So hopefully there's something going on, but again, who knows? That's why I'm so thankful that I'm working with a reproductive endocrinologist that monitors me so closely, because I am such a weird responder. I'm not consistent, so I'm glad that I have that reassurance, and that I don't have to totally rely on temperatures and OPKs, because when you have PCOS, you always have a fluctuating level of luteinizing hormone, and so it can be approaching positive and then back down because our levels just fluctuate. That's one of the symptoms of PCOS, is your hormones don't increase and decrease at the right rate. So I don't really trust OPKs, honestly. I don't think I've ever gotten a positive. So, oh well. Anything else? Oh, I know what I wanted to have a question today. I got a message from a girl, and she's talking about how her general physician, her husband's general physician, and the reproductive endocrinologist that they're all working with have decided that she should do like 3 cycles of Clomid, and if she hasn't conceived after 3 cycles of Clomid, then they'll look at the husband and do a semen analysis. And honestly, I actually, I take it all back. I did have a moment of like pissed offedness today. I was pissed off at that. I don't like it when doctors seem to have this mindset that infertility is a female condition. It's not. 60% of infertile couples have male factor infertility. That's more than half. So it's not like male factor is rare. And I think that it's one of those tests where, considering when I go in for a checkup, I have a wand shoved up my vagina. I'm naked from the waist down with a doctor and a nurse that I've possibly have never met before in the room. It's a certain level of kind of violation that I'm okay with because it's for the greater good. Like, I'm willing to shuck off my pants and underwear and let a stranger insert a probe into me because, you know, that's what I have to do to pursue fertility treatments. I'm okay with that. So I think it's so weird that a doctor doesn't say, you know, your husband can go into a room where he can lock the door and ejaculate into a cup and hand the cup to a lab tech, and the lab tech will take one look under a microscope and will know whether or not he is a contributing factor to your infertility struggle or not. If we can completely rule him out, great. But if we discover that he has a morphology, count, like any sort of issue, then we can take that into account when we're planning your course of treatment. I don't think it should be, here, you go on 3 months of hormones, and you know, maybe your husband has absolutely no sperm. Maybe he has tons of sperm, but they're not moving. Like, but you know, you go through 3 months of treatments and hormones, and if you haven't gotten pregnant, then we'll consider your husband. Absolutely not. It's not something that I would ever accept. Absolutely not. As soon as I knew that I had an issue with PCOS, it was fairly obvious. I have obvious symptoms of it with my irregular periods. That first meeting with the reproductive endocrinologist, they scheduled Chris for a semen analysis. I think that it is just a basic test that you should do before you take any kind of fertility medicine. But maybe I'm crazy. Tell me if I am. What do you think? Do you think that ruling out male factor infertility should be, I don't know, step 1? Or do you think that it's acceptable to go through 3 to 6 months of fertility treatments before ruling out male factor infertility? I'm interested to see if anyone chooses a different viewpoint than me. Because to me, it makes perfect sense. But then again, I mean, we don't have male factor infertility, and so who am I to talk about this? I just try to encourage you guys to advocate for your treatment, your health, your care, and honestly, to advocate for being monitored while you are on fertility medicine. There are still so many of you that message me and you are not being monitored, and I'm just concerned. Just concerned. Because I don't want your guys' money and time wasted. So, okay, I'm gonna get off this rant. Let's talk about male factor infertility. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. And here's hoping I remember to take my temperature, even though really, is it going to matter? Can you really draw a chart with 2 points before cycle day 14? I failed at that one. But here's hoping my OPK is a little more positive tomorrow. Bye, guys. While I was trying to conceive Hannah, the pressure was, will I ever have a family? And now the question is Hannah going to have a family? Is it just going to be Hannah with her parents? Or is Hannah going to have lots of sisters and brothers and family? And that's where the fear comes in.